All right, all right, all right, all right. We're back. The old men are back. We are back. And we're talking. Who are we talking about? We're talking about the team that plays professional football in the DMV area. Because at this point, we're a few days away from the new name, the new branding. And we have some insight on that. Deacon is sold on one thing. Al.
You know I'm sold on something, baby. You know I'm
sold on one thing. And even this guy might have an idea. And we're going to do it, but we got to get it started. So let's get it.
Get it. Summer. Youngest on the corners be runners. Out of towners be straight up corners. In DC, the K Corps. Dirty Cadillacs. Desert Eagle cannon blast. Watch your back. Even the hood rats. Keep it real where the hood's at. Swinging wooden bats at your so-called cats. You know how we roll. Y'all get up in the back. Roll call in the back. Stole the Bama. Watch his ass fall flat. In DC, when you got chickens to make it harder to get them digits. The skins and them cowboy tickets. In DC, the K Corps. Dirty Cadillacs. Desert Eagle cannon blast. Watch your back. In DC.
Whatever, right? All right.
Hey, we back, baby.
Yeah, we are back, man. We are back, and we are here. We are talking the team. It's not, we don't know what they're gonna be, but we are a couple of days away at this recording from finding out. I believe that there's going to be not so much as a surprise as many think. But let's go down to the man down there in the pristine white, the white that the Washington football team loved to wear and lose in. Let's go down to my man Deacon, who says he knows what the name is going to be on February 2nd, 2022.
Well, as you know, I am thick with my man Dan. Big Dan.
Big Dan.
Talk to me the other day.
Big Dan. Big Dan.
He told me what the name's going to be. I'm going to say, let everybody just relax. You know, nobody's going to, well, some people might like it, but not everybody's going to like the name as soon as it comes out. It took us time to get used to the Wizards once we left the Boulay. It's going to take us time to get used to this name.
Did he say?
Which is the Washington Commanders.
Nah. You're wrong, Deacon. I'm sorry, Deacon. He lied to you.
I'm telling you what the owner told me. You know,
the owner's trying to throw some magic tricks out there because I saw.
Now, I will say that. I will say this, that before he told me that, the Admirals was trending because all of a sudden the Washington Admirals website pushed back to the Washington football team website. So if you go to Washington Admirals, they take you to the Washington football team website. But so does the Commanders. Commanders do the same thing. So he might be throwing a little curveball.
Yeah, they throwing curveballs because you see the video that I saw where the players was looking at the uniforms and Ron had the helmet in his hand. And on the mirror behind the little glass mirror, there was a reflection
of the
helmet and the logo.
It was a W.
It was not. It was a little plane on that thing. It was a plane. And that tells me it's the Red Tails. It's the Red Tails, baby.
The Red Tails. Al is sold.
I got the hat already. I'm breaking it out next week.
It's funny that he said he has a hat already because I understand all over the DMV people are receiving boxes and boxes of materials that say certain names of the football team. I've seen a box full of Red Hogs. I've seen a box full of Washington Commanders. I've seen a box full of Washington football team apparel, brand new, with Glidden as in the collar. So people are trying to say that this is also subterfuge. Dan throwing around his money. I mean, when you making the money he got, he could do something like that. But I don't know. But I'm gonna tell you, the name of the Washington football team next year will be the Washington football team.
I'm all right with that.
The Washington football team, that W is just different. It's the W that they can, make some money on. But we will beat the Washington football team. I believe it. It's going to sink a lot of people's hearts and feelings, especially my man Big Al. Even me, I wouldn't mind the Red Tails. I think that was some of the things that I was excited about too. But at the end of the day, I think that they're just going to hold pat. They finally got it what it is, and they're going to roll with it because they're not going to sit here and disappoint too many people. Everybody's gotten used to it 2 years. There's a reason why they held off on it, and I think it was just for you to say, hey, guys, it's the same thing. Let it go. And you know what? We're going to talk about it for a month, and we'll be right back to talking Washington football.
Now, I understand it. They're going to be on ABC with your man Michael Strahan, right? That's when they're going to announce it.
Why?
Right?
Why the heck is Michael Strahan talking anything Washington football team? That would be wrong. Now, I'm hearing this for the very first time, but if that is the case, that's terrible. That's trash.
Well, ABC is affiliated with ESPN and the NFL Network. So I mean, that's the situation. So Michael Strahan is one of the lead hosts on there. Apparently, everybody's going to be via satellite at the stadium, and they're going to be going back and forth, and they throwing a little local get together that Friday, I believe. With the new uniforms and all the old players coming out, and the new players coming with the new uniforms on, the old players embracing the new players. It'll be a big hug, powwow, and everybody's crying, and a couple. And where I understand, the red tail dancers have been called to be at the party on Friday. The red tail dancers. Deacon, play the red tail dancers, please. Thank you. They have been called, baby. They've been called. Yes, look at them. Yes, thank you, Deacon. Thank you, Deacon. Yes.
I have no problem.
Red tail dancers is going to be there.
So is that just the red? Is that the dance team, or is that the actual mascot? We're gonna have the red tail dancer mascot.
No, it's not the mascot. The mascot's the plane, but
how you gonna mascot a plane?
The dancers will be wearing military uniforms that just so happen to be shorts.
Booty shorts. I said it. PG style.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the comments that are being said at now, all Big Al, not DMV.
I said it. PG style. That's how we do it in the DMV. That's how we do it.
I said before, man, I don't mind it being Washington football team if it's going to be a stupid name. If you're going to come up with a stupid name, just leave it the same. But from what I hear, it's going to be the Commanders. We saw a video of a couple of players enjoying the uniforms as they first saw them. That doesn't say anything about the actual name. That just says the uniform. Because I'm pretty sure it doesn't say Commanders on the uniform. So it's going to be interesting to see what the logo is on the helmet. Now, I'm assuming that from what we saw in that video with the W, it's going to be just a W on there, just maybe a different font or whatever. But it's gonna I'm gonna have to get used to it. Any name they come up with, I'm gonna have to get. We got used to football team in 2 years, so it may take another 2 years to get used to.
What if it is a surprise and it's the Warriors and your boy? And your boy paid the copyright for it. It may be
that would have came out if he got paid already.
No, none of this is declaiming when you get your check after we announce it.
I mean, hey, anything's possible at this point. We don't know for sure.
Because that was that was the name your boy, the owner, wanted all along. Was the
yeah. They had that long meeting about whether it's feasible to buy them out, buy the copyright out. But hey, look, if it is, that's better than Commanders. That's better than the Admirals.
Hey, Trey Z, thank you for tweeting out the Red Tails, tweeting all the Red Tail dancers, telling them that I think they special. Thank you. And we got their uniforms ready. Thank you. I saw you tweeting over there. I saw you, Trey Z. Thank you.
It's important that Big Al,
they need to know.
Need to know.
Big Al's information is shared with the right individuals. Whatever the team name is, whatever, I'm gonna go with Big Walt. Big Walt, shout out to Big Walt. Big Walt said, hey, don't matter. He just waiting to know which hoodie, which hat, which socks, which blanket, which whatever it is he's gonna buy. He's ready to get on it. His money is ready because he's just a Washington fan. And I think that's important too. We get kind of caught up in something which is, I guess somewhat important. But we need to think quarterback. We need to think linebacker. We need to think next year. We need to think coaching. We need to think all of those things too. So no matter what we put on, if we go out there and do what we did this year or worse, it's just going to be the same old story.
But Tracy, I like to look good too. While I'm winning, I want to look good, baby. I want to look good.
When we win some or when we win?
When we win, baby, we want to look good.
Well, I got that. I agree. I always thought that the Saints uniforms were pretty, but them Bama was always stinking.
So they got a quarterback.
It didn't matter.
They got a quarterback. I think we do get caught up in the name too much. It's about the players on the field. It's about the team itself, man. If you look at hockey, there's a lot of weird hockey names, and people just go with it. So let's just
Mighty Ducks.
Let's just try to go with our team, man. Let's support the players, let's support the team, and don't worry about the name. Winning cures all. We always nobody likes getting beat by a team with no name. Well, we enjoyed that for 2 years.
Yeah, I enjoyed giving it to them that way, and then using that as a part of my banter. That was always fun.
Hey, man. But there's nothing wrong with having a good jersey or a good hat that you support. You know what I'm saying? So
that's right.
And hey, Deacon, I want to just touch this before we leave. The new governor of the great state of Virginia is actively trying to pull.
That's right.
Our football team to the state of Virginia. I don't know, he's trying to pull it to Richmond or he's trying to pull it somewhere in Virginia and take our team.
Richmond's going to be too far away from DC.
Well, it might not be. We get a new logo and new name. It might not be the DC team.
Dan's always wanted the team to go back to DC, so I doubt if he moved that far away from the center.
Well,
you had to change the whole name and you go to Richmond.
Well, the new governor of Virginia is actively trying to pull the team to Virginia and put it somewhere out.
Red Rockets.
The Richmond Red Rockets.
Taking off into the new.
Let's not get too serious.
Hey, man.
Next week we're gonna have Lake Lewis after the.
Lake Lewis, what's up, Lake? China Black.
It's not a joke. Chill out.
Oh, we don't chill out here on the OG show. You know what? I'm getting sick and tired of you old guys. I'm the youngest guy on here. I'm lying. But still, we don't chill out on here while they watch the show.
We look forward to Lake Lewis being on the show. We'll discuss China Black.
China Black. Hey, it's an honor.
So I'm cool, man.
JYB, like I always do, 7 300